two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
Stroud. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
18 Rattler. Warriors 70.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Texans at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Stroud looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game. And
now off to the races, down the right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 58 yards. 1st and goal at the 1. Fields. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown Bears. Velus Jones. His first touchdown on the year. First score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. The slot man in motion right. First down, they go right back to Pierce. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You look at this Bears defense. Yeah, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Stroud. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. The tight end in motion right. They go again with Pierce. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robert Woods, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Moore, the man in motion. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Here we go. Monday. You got a mini base. Why not?
From the 50, here's Fields. And it's incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Off play action, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Here we go. We're good.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
How you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defense,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got him in, complete. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. In motion left goes a tight end. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
There are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They'll run here with Pierce. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Ready?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Another carry for Pierce. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal, Stroud. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here we go.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
EQ.
Back to throw, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, and it winds up falling incomplete. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep is Tank Dell. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 Lions.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
In motion right, that's Dell. Again, it's Stroud. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Stroud to throw it. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
14, Texans 9. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This time they stay on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Cup 19.
Final play of the half, Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
One play action, Fields. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I would guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long.
Extend.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Will Anderson drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10.
Okay, ready?
Pierce gets this one running right. The 20. Flat touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they?
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained. There he goes, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Now a handoff for Pierce. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, second and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 130 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ooh, the juke. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That good for 19 and a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after put.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Damian Pierce with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here we go.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
It back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
they're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Slot man moves right. Fields now to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. When someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have the Bears first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Now look out. He's to the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce, 95 yards. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. He may go. And they will score. A pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On first down, it's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
A gain of 21 yards.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyler Scott, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Fields trying to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Tempo, 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 tempo.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Texans on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Grady Jarrett drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Broken tackle. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Fields throwing again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Texans defense stands tall. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Give to Pierce. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 23-yard line. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Give left side for Pierce. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man, Dell. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Going for it with Pierce. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. This to make it a 3-score game late. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Here we go. Press, right.
To the air again, Fields. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Hey, 551, 551.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake, for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
3rd and 2.
Big line. Ready.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.